BTR is just going to completely roll over them with this 1-1. And I was hoping that, hey, forget it, we'll play the Lolita to kind of find halfway to deal with these crossbow tanks, because right now, they have no answer to the tankiness of the Fredrin and the crossbow tanks coming from 1-1.
It's going to be a situation where they're going to need somebody who abuses DHS, so that means carry is going to be ideal.
Yeah.
Claude is also not too bad, but I'm just so surprised that they wanted to go for the Kaja here, especially when the Valentina is up. Like, I get that the main idea could be looking to pick people away, but I just have a sneaking suspicion that Alter Ego are going to start playing through their jungler now, right?
Yeah, they take away the Franco. I'm thinking that's usually a sign that they're gonna go for a assassin. But I'm looking at Alter Ego's lineup and thinking, you can just go ahead and pick up tankier jungler again. I wouldn't mind if they picked up the Martis here, because okay, you have that Lapu-Lapu. The Lapu-Lapu can clear faster. Actually, we don't know who he's going to be going up the XP lane, but theoretically, the case might be fast clear Lapu, invade with the tanky jungler alongside the Kaja and the Kaden.
Okay, that is if you're thinking of a mirror matchup, right?
Yeah.
From what I'm seeing based on this draft coming in from Alter Ego, the win condition for Alter Ego is that they need to snowball hard. And I mean, from early to mid, they need to keep dominating lanes in order to actually prevent BTR from heading towards the late game. So in this case, they need a very aggressive jungler in particular. And I feel like Karina isn't too bad to kind of steal, but I feel like it's very, very risky.
Yeah, Karina, not bad. At least you can dodge some auto attacks. I think Ling also not too bad as well. It really depends on that early game start for both sides. The fact that Kufra gets banned out is why I have this suspicion to begin with. The Melissa getting banned out here, they're really making sure that I want you to go on this Claude at the very least, because that's like your only other option. If not, you're going to lose even harder by taking the carry, but maybe you'll take out one of my tanks.
I want to see a Moskov again.
You want to see a Moskov?
Alter Ego, please.
I can appreciate a Moskov if they do lock it in. They got 17 more seconds to work with, which brings us back to Bigetron Alpha's comp, right? I feel like Fredrin is going to go into the jungle. They're going to get access to glue.
Okay.
I'm surprised. They have no choice.
I respect it. I respect it.
Like in terms of early aggression, carry still kind of contributes a little bit more, but BTR pretty much took away the Beatrix and Melissa, two very, very okay-ish towards the early to mid-game marksman. But I feel like Faramis coming in from BTR isn't too bad as well, considering if they want to go for that double mage composition for win. It kind of stops Alter Ego from playing the glue as well. I don't think it's gonna go in with glue, but I feel like if they go for the Faramis here, isn't too bad for win.
I like it. I like the idea of second chances in Mobile Legends drafting. That's what I'm talking about.
I think they could probably go further than this, right? I mean, like, half the time, even if they go for Diggy, it's not that bad.
Diggy's pretty good as well.
It's about disengage, and I think as long as they have some form of disengage, sure, right? It could be the Akai, it could be along the line. The Lolita, yep, I was going to mention that, but Paquito, EXP, or jungle? Let me think about this for half a second. I think it's dependent on their opponent, right? They're waiting to see what the enemy jungle is going to be before they decide.
I'm leaning towards a little bit more towards EXP.
Paquito?
I think it's Paquito jungle.
In terms of the clearing, so at least
it's
they'll
not bad.
both be active, more active in the map, just to match the rotations of the Lapu-Lapu.
And the laning phase is not that bad, right? If you can force out the bravest fighter coming in from Lapu-Lapu, you back away with champion stats, extra movement speed, you get to walk away for free.
Yeah, but I agree with you guys where it's also important here for the last pick of Alter Ego, hence why this Paquito pick theoretically makes a lot of sense, because now you have two choices. You can put either or in the jungle and in the XP lane.
Yep.
Ling.
Ling.
There
all right.
we go. Paquito jungle is a possibility, baby.
Yeah.
All right, let's see the last final lock-ins. Come on. Switch it at the last second. No, it's not switching over.
It's a jungle.
It looks like it's Super Ken on the Fredrin. Cerezo is taking up that Paquito. It's going to be a very volatile matchup in the EXP lane. But man, what are you guys thinking? Which comps are you leaning more towards to right now?
BTR for me.
Ooh, BTR. Okay.
Same here, mainly because Alter Ego. I like the possibility that they might actually be able to split push the map more.
A split push has been a very big topic here in Malaysia or across the world. Is it weak meta? Is it the strong meta? Is it just another area of the game? Very hard to tell overall because we don't get to see that many backdoors. I think it's going to be a tough matchup. I'm personally going to be leaning towards BTR, but with that being said, let's leave it up for the casters to decide. Casters, take it away.
Mirko, stop it. They're already at match point.
I'm sorry. I gotta do it. I gotta do it for my boys.
Welcome to the desk at your service. My name is Leo. Here with Mirko, we're calling this best of 3, and it's BTR with a draft carefully crafted by the architect, Coach Aldo, setting it up. And yes, indeed, it is going to be an XP lane Paquito with Super Ken on the Fred going up against a Ling by Chellyboy. He's been playing this hero for years.
Well, we do have a pause zone. There you go. We have a little bit more play for Nino, play for Piestripe. Seems like they're going back to their roots, maybe with Rex stepping into the roster, but it's still Rossi here. Supervin goes for a stun.
Ooh, purple in jeopardy.
Ooh, Superkin got it. He out-retreats Chellyboy, and early on already you can see Bigetron Alpha pushing the pace, and this is definitely not good for Alter Ego. Ling not getting space is going to be a disaster for Alter Ego.
His first purple buff. His bread and butter gone. Sorizo and Pai, two Filipino heroes going up against each other, and Pai walks out. Sorizo, the victor. You have spoken and sung the songs of Sorizo's Paquito. What exactly makes it so dangerous?
It's dangerous because Sorizo has always been just a top-tier laner. That's what he was known for when he first entered the MPL scene. His laning is very different. He likes to just stay in lane, get that lane dominance on these heroes. So it really depends on what hero he gets. So when he goes on the Paquito, he really just wants to go for these trades. He really just wants to punish his opponents as much as possible by freezing and by punishing every single time.
Yep, and it looks like Pai's not going to get much of his XP. The fighting game down bottom continues. And even Moreno jumps in for just a little bit of fun. Turtle in 5, Supervin against 3. He backs off. Key to that early purple steal by Bigetron Alpha was the bonk, right? The early bonk, the first skill pickup by the Lolita, by Vin. An amazing start for BTR, which allows Super Ken to post up and yeah, take this turtle. No, whoa, what?
Under the turret!
Off camera?
Off camera as the turtle gets taken out. Super Ken didn't even use the retribution, so the second purple buff shouldn't even go to Chellyboy. Heck, even the orange buff is stolen by Vin! Now the retri, will he get it? Super Ken? No, it's Sorizo who finds it! Now with the Appraiser's Wrath, Super Ken's still alive somehow! How is Ken alive? Moreno finds a double! Everything is going wrong for Alter Ego!
BTR taking everything on the map.
What?
2.5k ahead. 2 minutes and 45 seconds up. Saken picks up a corrosion scythe. Already 500 about ahead of Nino. Let's talk about Super Ken though. 1700 to 1100 over Chellyboy. Bigetron Alpha. Programmed to win, nay, programmed to dominate. What an early start.
And they even steal just a little jungle creeps as well. They're not giving Chellyboy any room to play. 2 levels ahead, 3 minutes in.
All right, good news. The game is built to help Chellyboy catch up. But wait, Nino.
A big miss there, but it's fine, it's fine. There you go. And that's Rossi with a flicker as well. Divine Judgment going to be able to lock him down as Dance and Petrify used up by Uda with a rough wave. Supervin should fall, and Alter Ego are finally on the board in this game. Saken, though, still bullying Nino, knowing there's no Divine Judgment to play with, but when your roamer is able to steal an orange buff, when your XP steals the enemy purple buff, what do you do? Mentally, where are you at this point?
Yep, that's an inch in comparison to the mile that Bigetron is ahead. 3k now in about 4 minutes. Super Ken still living in Chellyboy's jungle, now threatening another steal.
There shouldn't be a way that Chellyboy wins this. 3 levels ahead. This should be Super Ken with another free purple, and he's not going to retreat. He wants to walk. No way. He does this. Super Ken walking like a Chad into the orange buff. Moving up blast charge in. Super Ken engaged on, but it's a tanky Fredrin who's 3 levels ahead of your jungler. He won't even use the retreat. He's not going to use it. What? He's going to use it. He's going to save it for the turtle. Super Ken, he's vicious.
Everything goes over to Bigetron Alpha. Now about 4k ahead. Saken starting up the turtle.
Wow.
BTR owns the map. Alter Ego are starving. Chellyboy, what's
solo
up?
Kill.
No.
Tempest of Blades defensively to run away from Sorizo.
Off camera, where we're just making the most of this mini-map. He did spend the ult. Now up top, even Nino can't get nothing.
They're shutting down every win condition from Alter Ego. In the 4th minute of the game, the fact that you do that this early on, and look at what Saken was doing, just waiting to take that turret down, denying that gold cannon minion away.
And even before the energy shields could go down too. Oh, here's another. This is a schematic that the architect just pulled out today very specifically. Have you seen this before?
We have seen this before in the regular season. This is what Bigetron Alpha did to Alter Ego as well in the final match of the regular season before they headed on to playoffs. Chorizo almost just solo killing Sullyboy again as he gets caught by the Divine Judgment, able to dash forward now, but the sprint is still ready for him. He gets out. Oh, the shielding to sustain. How is Chorizo alive? Finally, he gets punished for what he's doing in this game. Nino, though, will fall under or between the tier 1 and 2. Super Ken is chasing Rossi down, recalling in front of his face, Appraiser's Wrath, and the recalls. They didn't kill Rossi there, but it was emotional damage.
That's right. No, they've been dealing emotional damage from about that minute wherein Shelly Boy lost his purple, and they haven't stopped since. This is shutdown protocol by Bigetron Alpha. Yeah, they've given over about 2 kills, but their kills were for trading. They're kills that eventually have won them elsewhere. And now look at this. Even the orange is not safe from Super Ken.
Wait.
Oh, highway burglary.
This might be the first ever 5-level lead for a jungler.
The mechanics aren't allowing him to push back.
No way. Oh, we got an instant replay. And yeah, Chorizo here.
And they do find one. And yeah, this was how Chorizo actually eventually got away. And Super Ken did more. There's action happening in the real time, by the way. Kelly Boy just sent back home by Chorizo, and here's a kill on Nino and the bullying moments, of course. But yeah, off camera, at least Alter Ego have survived. The last turtle up.
No way. 6 minutes in, 3rd turtle just secured, and they're staying steady at 1k gold lead per minute at this point. 6k at 6 minutes.
Okay, 7 minutes down. We're approaching the mid game. Is there any semblance of a comeback? What else can Alter Ego do? Scaling-wise, yes. The Ling can do much better in the late game than the Fredrin, but... Oh, wait, here's a pull.
There you go. Petrifies well with Talker Bob, but it's a good burst and a good combo from Alter Ego as Moreno steals away the rough waves. But nothing much other than that.
The question stands. The first time around when it happened in MPL ID, could have Alter Ego recovered? Did they recover?
They didn't. And it was actually Super Ken on the Ling at that point in that game.
Whoa.
He had a very massive gold lead. He went 13-0 in the game. And right now, maybe he's not 13-0, but it does seem like he does have that kind of stat line in terms of jungle creeps invaded and stolen away. Now it's Moreno with the rough wave. Spy should fall here. It's another kill picked up, and it just feels like it's Bigetron's playground at this point. Alter Ego are left to, they're bullied in the playground.
That's right. No, 8 minutes in. 3 core items in the hands of Saken, that 1-1. And his lane counterpart, Nino, right? Suffered an early death. At least has a corrosion sight and a golden staff, but doesn't deal as much damage yet unless he's propped up and sitting there. Wait, look at this angle by Rossi. 3v2 underneath, tier 3 and 2 here. Very deep. Oh, there's not much Rossi can do.
No, he has to recall in a bit because Bigetron Alpha might just walk into that bush. And Rossi, sure, he has the Divine Judgment unless Alter Ego can somehow make this work. It's another Divine Judgment and say goodbye to Saken. Now though Moreno does the same with the rough waves as well. Super Ken comes in as well.
Whoa.
That was the weak side then! With a without blast flicker onto the back. Nino gets chained down. Super Ken with an Appraiser's Wrath as he taunts Spy up. Still able to sustain right now. The Tempest Blaze comes through, but Silly Boy does no damage to Super Ken. He's able to just walk out of the Tempest Blaze like it's nothing.
Oh, Super Ken doesn't care. Kelly Boy doesn't have any items to go through that Dreadnought armor. Oh, now it's an Antique Ras. Doesn't even have enough to plant Super Ken for Nino to deal damage with. Selly Boy's only rocking a Corrosion Sight and a Berserker's Fury. He can farm, I guess, but not when Super Ken lives in your jungle like this. Another case, another count of Grand Theft Purple. Now it's the Lord. Alter Ego can't contest!
How can they contest? When your jungler is 4 levels down, your Retreat doesn't do anything. At that point, you can just hope for even just Rossi to steal it, right? I mean, at this point as well, he's about to get 5 levels ahead of Sully Boy, but he's not able to do so right now. Oh, that's a stun. Are they pinching Sully Boy down? Now Blast charged up. Tempest of Blades utilized defensively to get out of the now blasts. Vin, this pop sat, you didn't need to do that, Vin.
No.
You've already done it enough.
9K ahead in under 10 minutes. Vin is so comfortable. Vin has come home after years for playing with RRQ. Now he's back to where he started, BTR. This is great. Again, we were wondering, where's Key, right? We've seen Key wear the red and white for so long, but now with Vin here picking up a few heroes like that Kadira early on, this is a great start. Now they're going to go for the penetration. Alter Ego are cordoned in. They're locked inside their base.
Trying to slow push this bottom wave to crash in with the mid wave, but I think it was a bit too greedy as this is not the Enhanced Lord. Won't be able to charge down. But will Bigetron Alpha be able to crack the base? Supercan jumping in forward, but that's the Bravest Spider. Locked down, crossbow tang! Onto the back now! So much damage, but Rough Wave saves him for a bit, but it's still a double kill for the 1-1. Lord taken down in the bottom lane, still able to go for this mid lane base turret. That's another now blast. Nino with a good flicker out. Rasi now knocked up and taunted up. The burst is there. The Rough Waves into the back as well. One more hit, but he will not be able to find it. Sully Boy with the Tempest of Blaze, but with no purple buff. The resets do not come fast enough.
Alter Ego survive, but just for now. They're down 12K in 11 minutes, so we're breaking 1,000 gold per minute lead. Bigetron Alpha are barreling on through. What's that bought them? Well, obviously 2 items over for Chorizo. Let's not even talk about how Supercan has just buried Chelly Boy in value. 3K ahead! 3K ahead, Sakin is sitting. 3K ahead over Nino. What do you do here?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you do. For Alter Ego, the only thing you can do is turtle in your base. What if you walk up, you are going to get picked off. Bigetron Alpha have a 12K.
Cheeky orange steal here by Chelly Boy. His first buff in what? 10 minutes?
Divine Judgment, that's the Rough Waves, that's the Petrify, everything in the kitchen sink thrown at Chorizo. Chorizo, no way he survives this, that's a kill, but meanwhile, Bigetron Alpha, they collapse into top side with a good taunt onto Pi. The Bravest Spider already used up, but the Appraiser's Wrath is able to zone them away. No Divine Judgment, no Rough Waves, no Petrify though, so it will just be a free turret for Chorizo.
Alright, for all the Alter champs watching, this is a little bit of redemption. They've traded a body for a turret. Yes, Chorizo, his shenanigans have been stopped for now, but Alter Ego have lost all their bases. So this means eventually it's going to be diminishing returns. They try to burst down 10.
The recalls not doing them well, but Vin now charging into the Mount Blast. He finds it onto 2. Supercan still falls. Moreno in the back though now has the Bravest Spider. Jumps in with the Bravest Spider. Moreno now looking for more as he jumps forward, but Sakin takes the triple away. It's another double, and the recalls were just a distraction from Ken.
And Sakin didn't even take to the skies just yet. He can try to get one of Chelly Boy, and that's all they wrote. The wipeout!
Bigetron Alpha in game 1, they did look shaky, but in game 2, this is a statement. 2-0, clean sweep.
Shutdown protocol activated. And just like that, under 13 minutes, Bigetron Alpha not only takes the game, but also the series. What a performance. Alter Ego left reeling, wondering where it all went wrong.